Hello and welcome back to the Kerbal Space program. My name is WWEdeadman, but you already know that. And as you see, we have two windows up there in Kerbal Alarm Clock. One is from Duna to Kerbin and one is from Kerbin to Duna, which is of course the return of Hephaestus 1, and the other one is going to be the Hephaestus 2 rescue vehicle. Yeah. First of all, of course, the Duna to Kerbin window came up, so we burned this thing back to Kerbin, since the Eiklander didn't even have anyone on it, and I really wanted to get this done because, point 24 is ready to go. Yeah, you see, we've got a pretty nice Kerbin encounter here, and then we started off with these two rockets. Yeah, I know the one on the right looks a bit odd. The one on the left is of course the rescue lander. I built off screen both of those, but yeah. Bad thing is I should have probably not launched the rescue lander at night, since the liquid fuel boosters from the NASA pack don't actually produce any electric charge. I didn't know that before. Yeah. In any way, those two launches are running at 4 times time acceleration for you. Both of them went well, although I did have to use a little bit of the lander's fuel to actually get into orbit around Kerbin, but yeah, that wasn't too bad, since I had this thing completely overpowered. It could have probably landed on Tylo and got back up. So yeah. Having it do something like this wasn't really too much of a problem. As you see, both of those... Yeah, I needed to actually get rid of the last middle part booster earlier than I expected, because I had to turn off SCS so I didn't run out of electric charge completely. Yeah, as you see, the other one on the right got into orbit pretty easily. Those are skipper engines that are burning there right now. And above those, there are sitting 4 nuclear engines that brought this whole thing over. Bad thing is I miscalculated on my fuel a little bit, and also I missed adding fuel lines to my transfer vehicle, so I ended up having to actually do the whole pumping fuel around thing myself. But yeah. In any way, those two were easily docked together here. That was the easiest docking maneuver I've flown in a while. And then, with the power of 4 nuclear engines, we got over to Duna. As you see, I had to actually pump fuel around myself, which was a little bit of a thing. But as you see, we did arrive. We did use up all of the fuel in the transfer vehicle. So we actually ended up having to use the lander itself alone for the return. But as I said, this thing was completely overpowered. Also, I put over all the RCS in there just in case I needed it. Yeah, that wasn't really too much of a thing, but yeah, I wanted to make sure that the lander was completely fueled up to the max with everything I had, so I added all the monoprop, as you see. Yeah, and then I ended up decoupling and went on to actually get this thing on a trajectory to land. Bad thing was, that was about the time where I realized, if you look here, that my Hephaestus 1 actually didn't have the right thing. That had a bit of a problem. I made it up by just doing another burn. it had a lot of fuel, so hey. Yeah, then I went for a very, very aggressive landing trajectory here, just to make sure I made any sort of you know, just to make sure I made it to a generally close location to the actual crash site of our Duna plane. That didn't work that well. Next time I'm doing Duna plane, I'm definitely gonna add some more wing surfaces and probably, yeah, design it a little bit better. In any way, I guess now it will be time to go back to old me for the landing and the rest of this episode. Okay, so we're coming in for the landing a few kilometers away. I'm just gonna fly over there after I'm down, but yeah. I really hope that this doesn't rip my ship apart. Okay. That's only like a few kilometers. That's cool. Maybe I'll try just going that distance with my Kerbal or something. I don't know. SAS off for a moment here. And landing. Okay. So, our target is over there. That's 15 kilometers. It's not a lot to fly over. I guess I'll just do a little bit of time acceleration. Wait a second. I guess I'll F5 here. How much Delta V do I have left? Completely 4,200. That's about twice as much as I need to get off of this planet. Okay, then we're just gonna wait for daylight real quickly. Duna's spinning a little bit slower than the other planets, or at least than Kerbin. Where's the frickin' sun? There, okay. Ike. Okay, also we have a sandstorm going on. You know, if I wanna go that way, which direction is that? Anyway. Huh. I guess the one against the one I'm tilted in. So, I guess that... yeah, we're gonna see that. Yep. SAS on, RCS on. Seriously. RCS off. And just keep hovering a little bit. Make sure you don't fuck around with my stuff here. Impact longitude and altitude and latitude actually are exactly where this is supposed to be. Bad thing is just I need to keep thrusting up a little bit to actually slow myself. Okay. I hope I can soft land this thing. Like, you know, like I do soft landings on the moon. If I'm within like a few hundred meters, I can walk that, but so I don't need to like seriously land on top of them or him and his debris. But I do want to still be in the general vicinity of that thing. Okay. So we're obviously gonna drop the landing legs as soon as we lift off for orbit. And probably we will have to like get a another tug out here to actually bring this home, because it does seem like I will barely get into orbit with this. So yeah, anyway. That would be my engines. Okay. I hope I'm really not using up too much delta V here. I think this is within physics range, so I'm just gonna land here. Kill the vertical. Horizontal. Vertical is not that much to begin with. Oops. That was a little bit of a rough one. In any way, do I have those here? Yeah, good. Oh, just that one? That's too bad. Why didn't you copy over? Huh. Extend ladder. Extend ladder. That means I'll have to close those manually. That's gonna be a pain. And anyway, I can quick save here. We have a total delta V left of about 3000. Stop thrusting. Thank you. And I don't know if that actually counts with this attached. So we might have a little bit more than that. Also, we have still some RCS fuel in case we need that. And anyway, let's get over there. And you come out. Take all that data that's stored here. Let go. And then we gotta go over there. I think we can get out of time acceleration and actually do that rest in normal time. Actually, let's do 2 times. Okay. Let's get on board. F. Ronnie, my friend, you're going home. I have no doubt that we are, without a doubt, able to get into orbit. As far as I know, the requirement for getting into orbit around Duna is around 1,500 meters per second, delta V. We have 3,000, so about doubled that. When you look at my thing here. Not like that. You know what I mean. Okay, anyway, I guess we can lift off and go to 90 degrees. Orbital information, please. Surface is not what I am concerned about anymore. Ike really looks impressive from this angle. Okay, how's my apoapsis doing? 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. We're gonna go about 50,000. We are going through a layer of clouds. Sun right in front of us. Okay, 40. I think we can go a little bit down here. 52. Okay, get higher, and then thrust until we have a periapsis, and I think that's easily doable. What I am not sure about is if it's easily doable for us to actually get into back to Kerbal. That might be a problem. 29, 30. 37, 38, 39, 40. I think we are out of the atmosphere, yes. Okay. We are out of the atmosphere, which means that we're gonna go and thrust in this direction. I wait till our periapsis is above the ground and above the atmosphere. Easily. Can even thrust down to the ground a bit because my periapsis, my apoapsis is getting too high. Okay. Whoops. 48 to 61. That is a nice that is a nice thing here. Stable orbit. So we have about 1,800 meters per second left. If we were to make a perfect escape from here, like from right about here, and burn out, and go down to Kerbin. So about somewhere here. We need like 500 for that? We need absolutely nothing for that. We can go back in this thing. Okay. We are going back in this thing. I don't care. I just need to make sure that I do this burn when there is a return window. Which I'm just gonna add here. Transfer window, Duna to Kerbin. And you give me that a minute ahead, like 10 minutes ahead, please. Add that. That's in 1 gear, so we have to land face this one first. I don't think that's gonna be much of a problem. We're just gonna switch over to the ship. Jump to ship. And time warp forward until we are in at Kerbin, or at least in the general vicinity. And then we're gonna land these two. Since I did not actually put one of these into the actual vessel that's still orbiting Ike. So, there's the Kerbin encounter. We have a thingy for that, so let's go into full time warp here. Thank you for autosaving. I'm gonna F5 here too. So like half an hour before we was that? Yeah, I think I said 30 minutes. Half an hour before we arrive, I'm gonna actually make our impact happen so that we actually go into the atmosphere and stay there. Dumping the nuclear engines into Kerbin's oceans or onto whatever part of Kerbin we are coming down on is probably not the best environmentalist thinking, but I don't think Kerbals care too much about their environment, seeing as they shoot off rockets which generate a humongous amount of greenhouse gases, like all the time. 23 days. I think we can just stop time warping here, please, and make this thing go away. Actually add another one like 10 seconds ahead to kill the warp there. We're gonna do a maneuver. We're gonna focus on Kerbin. And we're gonna make this hit Kerbin. Of course, the moon is getting into our way. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay, I think that should hit. At least give us a little bit of a periapsis here. Where's my maneuver? Because we're just gonna burn this right away. Should be somewhere around here. There it is. Hey ya! I don't know what happened there. Okay. 100. And oops, 3,000. I think that's generally enough. Okay. Which means that we're gonna go to this mode. We actually have a moon encounter. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Encounter. Encounter. Hello? Didn't I say like 10 seconds? T minus 2 minutes? Come on. 1 minute. And there we go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Encounter. Okay. That happened. So I had a maneuver to get a little bit of leverage here. Come on. Yeah, don't... Motherfucker! Yeah, that's the direction I want to go. Three, 2, 1. 1,000 meters. I think that's okay. I don't think that that moon encounter will do anything to us, but I guess we're not gonna fast forward through it like crazy. Do a little bit of a quick save here in case of weird glitches. Moon periaps is like 1 million. Pfft. That's 3,000. That's totally okay. Turn your off your RCS. We don't need that right now. Just gonna point away from the planet, and then we are about to land. There comes planet Kerbal. $5,000 kilometers. A little bit faster. Okay. We're at 800,000 kilometers above Kerbal's ground. Or Kerbal's sea level, I guess. Down we go. Here we go. And I think I can easily say put the solar panels in. Put the solar panels in. And dump this to the side or something. I think I can do this to seriously get away from this thing. And then we are fine. Into the atmosphere. And we're landing in water. That's cool. That's our transfer engine up there. Getting burned up. Okay. Those are amounts of G-forces that I don't want to experience. SAS off. I think that's okay. Yeah. At about 10,000 meters above sea level, I'm going to activate the parachutes. And let's say here. Then we're going down to about 500 meters above ground. We are coming down above the ocean, so that shouldn't be a problem to get to. Also, it shouldn't be a problem for us to see when we are 500 meters above. Which should be around here somewhere. 6, 5, boom. 5 meters per second, that's totally fine. Gonna go ahead and have the last 50 meters or so be unaccelerated. Or last 80, 70, I don't care. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotcha. Recover the vessel. Okay, that's a lot of science, and I'll see you when the other ship arrives. Okay, we are coming into the sphere of influence in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now? I said, now? Why? Okay. I set it to go off 10 seconds before, but hey. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Carbon periapsis of 17,000, that is perfect. Witzig, Summer. I guess I'll just have to deploy the chutes manually anyway. I mean, I went out and actually made sure that they repack, at least. I guess when I am in the atmosphere, those will go off by themselves now. And those should actually be enough chutes to make this land as a whole. thing safely. Pretty much just a little bit of a thingy I like to do now, just to make myself get used to landing as much as possible back at Kerbal, since that's gonna be what we're gonna do. Don't use RCS to in 0.24. Periapsis of 17,000. Fuck the orbit and fuck my solar panels. Also, I said fuck the solar panels. Why? Okay, I thought one was getting back in. Okay. Anyway, that letter was not supposed to be out. So come on. We're probably gonna land on the night side. Too bad. I like being on the bright side of life for landings. Okay. Now we're inside a certain radius of now 500 kilometers. Oh, yeah, 500 kilometers, yeah. And we hit the atmosphere. Now just make sure this thing stays straight a little bit. Re-entering. We don't need Kerbal alarm clock here anymore. We don't really need this here anymore. Is that the sunrise or is that... what is that? Yep, that's the sunrise. Why is that green? I guess it does fit the Kerbals. I have a green sunrise and sunset. Instead of, you know, the red one that we have. Stay here. Thank you. Oh god. My chutes will deploy way too soon. Because they should be deploying about now, when we hit that. At least they are going to deploy in the middle of the re-entry effects, which I don't usually like. Just saying. As you saw, we came back with quite a bit of fuel to spare. We still got like 1,166 Delta V. Because that literally didn't cost me anything. Amazing. Amazing how easy it is to return from Duna. No Delta V required whatsoever. Okay. Out of that. Now, isn't that beautiful? Have a look at this for a minute here. Before I go ahead and fast forward time, which is gonna be about now. We are over water as far as I see. Don't really see it. But since altitude above terrain is actually higher than altitude above sea level, that means there is terrain underwater there. Three to 1,000 and whoops, 500 meters. Parachutes up. And this should land without a problem, like it is. We can watch the sunrise twice, because we were that high up. Now, on the same principle as you can watch the sunset twice in real life by just lying down for the first time and standing up for the second. How did that make any sense? I don't care. Recover this vessel. I don't know why that tank meant it had to disintegrate, but we're just gonna go with it. If something like that happens in 0.24, I'm gonna be a little bit pissed, because now we would have lost the funds of all of that. But hey, we have a fuck ton of science, really. And I'm just gonna look up how much we can actually unlock here. We almost did finish this anyway, so... What is that? Procedural fairings upgrade, huh? Yeah, but hey, this is... What's that? Experimental rocketry. Huh. In any way, this is what we would have still had to unlock. I wouldn't necessarily have gone from from top to bottom here, and I would probably have taken the rapiers instead and gone to lathe or something. But hey, we are done with this. We are done with 0.23.5, and I'll see you in 0.24 in the next episode. With a little bit less of modding, because we just gonna have the Kerbal alarm clock, Kerbal engineer, and the visual mods. So environmental visual enhancements with better atmospheres and all that requires. That includes texture replacer, which I'm gonna use, and cool rockets and hot rockets. Yeah, all of those without a problem capable of dealing with 0.24. Also, instead of using Kerbal attachment system with for the duct craft, I'm gonna be using something called quantum struts, because Kerbal attachment system is not compatible with 64-bit stuff. As you actually saw in this Let's Play, by me just getting a whole lot of explosions when trying to grab something from a vessel. Well, in any way, I'll see you in the next episode for 0.24. Till then, like and favorite if you enjoyed, subscribe for more, and until next time, I'm WWEdeadman. Bye!